I think if you had the opportunity to interview one of the children of Israel as they came out of Egypt, they would really not have a whole lot to say about themselves. I don't think they would have been boasting in their strategic plans. I don't think they would have been talking about their creative exit. I think they would have just simply said, you know, God did this. He sent these plagues and He drove Pharaoh crazy, and before we knew it, it was the night of the Passover, and God, by His grace and mercy and through the blood of the Lamb, He spared us and He brought us out of slavery and He's taken us to freedom. That would have been their story. They would not have boasted in themselves. It says in Exodus 13:3, Moses said to the people, remember this day in which you came out from Egypt and out of the house of slavery. For a strong hand the Lord brought you out from this place. God's the one who brought them out. Therefore, their story wasn't important at all. If you sat down with one of them, you would not have been impressed with them, but you would have been moved by the faithfulness of their God. When they began to talk about the sparing of the child, and perhaps later on when they began to talk about how while they were grumbling and complaining and the waters began to part, you would find this out. Their salvation had nothing to do with them and everything to do with God. And the same is true for us today. Please be very, very careful when you are speaking of your faith. Speak as little as you can about yourself and as much as you can about Jesus Christ.